Hello, guys, families, and friends of Assurance Solution Family. Assurance cover you. Yes, guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for always checking on me. Those of you that have been seeing on Assurance, we have not been seeing you on the channel. We have not been seeing your video. What happened? Thank you. Mm. To my return subscriber, if you are just seeing me for the first time, you are welcome. My name is Mercy, and it's all about simple solutions to challenges of life. Assurance cover you that problem will not kill you. That is my belief, and I also want you to believe that. Yes, guys, a lot of people have been on my neck. I have a landed property. How do I sell? You have a property, you are finding it difficult to sell that property. You are finding it difficult to give it out. You have a house you are building. For some reason, you stop the building. The project stop because it's not you, the enemy, deliberately stop that project by planting or burying charm on your land or defecating on that land or doing some casting a spell on that land that you will not finish that building. And once they have done that, the source of income that you are using to build that house will cease. Everything will block. Everything will not work again because the enemy have succeeded in making that plan to ensure that you will not succeed in completing that building because that is their work and their function. You have a property, the property refuse to move. People will come and price this property. They will price the property, they will go. Some people will price and go back. They will not show their face again. You will be doing this recipe so that you can be able to sell your properties, your goods. You have a goods in the shop, is not selling. You are not selling. Every recipe you're trying, you're not selling. Now you are inviting customers to come and buy. Have you neutralized what was done against that business? Have you broken the yoke? Have you unveiled the business from wherever the enemy have covered it? Have you cut the rope they use in tying that business? This recipe is tested and confirmed. Okay, for you to be able to release that property for the buyers to buy. Even when the person was telling me, say even the person that drop advance for them, the property also abandon the money, abandon the property. I say okay, God will intervene in that case. You have a land. You have a land and the land is not selling. You want to sell the land because a lot of people have actually come to my WhatsApp. Sister Mercy, we have a land. We can't sell this plot of land. We need to sell them. There are no buyers. Some people can do and do them when you didn't get buyers. When you did not get buyers, okay, you will give up. When you do not get buyers, you will give up. They can do that. Is wickedness. So I need you to just do a simple recipe. Alright? When you do this recipe, you're going to see changes. Just get a bucket of water. Bucket of water. Fresh bucket. Virgin bucket. The one they've not disvirgin. They've not used to take bath. They've not used to wash hand. Fresh buckets. Okay? Or the one you've been using for spiritual work purpose, spiritual assignment purpose. I mean bucket you have not used to wash your underwear. That's what I mean. You've not used to wash it underwear. Now let me tell you, if I read spiritualist, there are some things you need to observe. If you have a separate bucket, you should have a separate bucket of doing your spiritual assignments. That your bucket, you must not use it and wash on this or anything like menstruation. Mm. And it must be like bright color, white or any other bright color. Mm. Because all these things has reason to make your work come faster, your answer come faster. So get a full bucket of water. When you get this bucket of water, you're going to read Psalm 35 inside this water. Read Psalm 35 inside this water, Psalm 109 inside this water, Psalm 72 inside this water. Pray earnestly into this water. The next one is Psalm 31. Psalm 31, Psalm 72, Psalm 35, Psalm 109. I will show them on the screen. Okay. Then pray earnestly that God should destroy whatsoever the enemy has done with this land, that have done to your goods not to sell. They have done to this land that you not complete this building. They have done to this land that no buyer will come and buy it. You pray to God earnestly for 3 days. You'll be praying those psalms inside that water, so that the water will be very powerful. If you have sea salt, wonderful, enough quantity of sea salt. If you don't have sea salt, this my small hand, fill it with salt, not your cooking salt or normal salt. Fill it with salt inside that water. As you are praying, pray on it for 3 days. If your environment is okay, where you have sun, in the morning put the water outside where there is sun for some hours and bring the water back between around 3 afternoon. You can put it when the power of rising sun comes out. Then afternoon around 3, don't let the sun to go down. Around 3, you bring it back inside. Then at night, you begin to pray on that water. You charge that water. You curse all your enemy. You send back to sender. You wish them all the evil. Once you have done doing that, for example, your own is shop, your own is business premises, go with that water. Sprinkle it at the entrance of your business premises. Sprinkle the water upon your goods that refuse to move. Sprinkle that water upon it. If your own is landed property, land, go to that place, pour the water inside the land, urinate. First of all, pour the water first before you enter the land and urinate there. With my urine, that yoke is broken and you turn your back. Do not look back on your property. Or you have abandoned project house, you did not see money to complete that building, the house has stopped at decking. Go there, pour the water inside the house, the floor, the body, the floor, the body of that house. Pour the water on the body of the house, on the floor of the house. Urinate on that floor. Urinate on the ground of that house. Ogogo, and turn your back. Do not look back. And see God and his angels of war will go to war under your property. You have a shop, too much competition. Their competition is too much that whenever you enter the shop, you will not sell or whatsoever. Sprinkle your water at the entrance of your shop. All your goods, sprinkle it. Enter your shop, sit down gidigba. Make the sale you will make. Go home. When you are going home, sprinkle the water on the entrance of your shop. Sprinkle the water on your goods. Sprinkle the water in your office. You have office like this kind of office you are going. You just sprinkle that water on it and go home. You can do it for 7 days. The enemy will run. They will run without looking back. And the yoke over that business not to move forward, over that property not to sell, over that goods not to sell, will be broken by the power of anointing. Okay, this is simple recipe, tested and confirmed. The testimony is already with me. I cannot share it with this testimony because the day I was giving the person the recipe, I was tired and exhausted. To the glory of God, it has worked. I say, let me share with you people because I remember a lot of people have told me that they've cast a spell upon their land, they can't sell it. They cast a spell upon their building, they cannot complete it. They cast a spell upon their home, upon their offices, their business, they cannot sell. This is how you will use and overcome your enemy, and your enemy will bow for you. Please, when you're done praying on this water for the 3 days, shake the water vigorously before using. Okay? If your environment there is no sun, don't bother. Keep the water inside, but pray on it for 3 days before you take the action and watch what is going to happen. Mm.